Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a few things to share with you in this quick video. First of all, this is a personal journal that I'm working on. I've got two covers here, both with blue butterflies. I find it hard to resist blue butterflies, so I tend to keep these ones. And this one has beautiful fabric that came from my kindred spirit Susan. Big thank you to beautiful Susan. And the inside papers came from the lovely Amber, and she sent those in some beautiful birthday mail. And this beautiful stack of papers, these came from a birthday mail from the lovely Janine. So big thank you to all you lovely ladies. What I was inspired to do with this particular cover was to make a journal where I answer patron questions, subscriber questions, and questions from my favorite creators. So I've already asked Kirk from Psychology in Seattle for some questions, and Johanna Clough, my junk journal idol, for some questions. And I've also got some questions from the beautiful Olivia, who I do a collaboration with each month, where we are pen pals via YouTube. So instead of sending letters, we send each other videos once a month. And so for that journal, I want to use papers that came from you guys. So it ties in with that theme of how I'm going to use it, thinking of that detail and all these beautiful papers. I pick out some other ones that I've been hoarding over the years that have been sent in some happy mails, and they've just been so special to me and I love them, and just waiting for the right project. So finally, this is the journal where I'm placing pages from you guys. So it's going to be very much a Willow journal, and I'm so excited to answer your questions and do some junk journal with me videos working in this journal as I answer your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or put them in the comments. It's probably better to email because it's easier for me to order them, or no, I can always just copy and paste them and put them into my Word document of questions. And then, I'll have so much fun decorating these pages and answering questions. The more questions I'm looking for are the deeper kind, the get to know me kind, personal questions. If it's a crafty question, I tend to just share that on a video for my channel, if that's something that's going to be helpful in terms of like process videos or tutorials or how to do this, how to do that in terms of making a journal. But for this particular project, the questions that Kirk and Johanna have given me, for example, are more life questions, like what are the biggest life lessons you've learned, or what do you do to de-stress, what's an ideal day in your life look like, those kind of questions. So if you have any of those questions and you want to be featured in this journal, feel free to put 5 or so of them down in the chat or email for me, and we will work through this journal. Now I'm going to show you how I put this journal together over on my Patreon. So this is a sneak peek and patron only exclusive video. And I also have another project that I will be filming right after I finish this voiceover that will go over on my Patreon today. And I'll give you a sneak peek of that. So this is a masterboard that I made last night using some vintage French ephemera. I had a whole packet of scraps left over from previous projects, and I put them all together on this masterboard. I used a manila folder, as you can see on the back, so you can still write on the back of the tags. So I will be cutting it up into tags. But what I want to do, and what I'll do for a video for Patreon, is I want to use some of this pattern tissue paper. So I've been doing that a lot. You've seen me do this on my channel a few times, I think, where I glue on this tissue paper, and you can still see through it, and it just gives it a really muted down vintage look. And then I'll go ahead and stick that down and cut it up into tags. And I am creating this because I'm working on a vintage French journal at the moment, sort of with a loose fashion fabric lace theme. So I'll be using all of the tags from this masterboard for that project. So if you'd like to check that out, head on over to my Patreon. The link is down below in the description box. And then now I want to move on to show you how you can access every single digital kit from my Etsy on Patreon. So I get quite a few questions from people asking, how do I access them? I can't find the free kits on Etsy. That's because you access all the free kits, all the Etsy free kits on my Patreon. That's why you have to be a patron to access them. You get 53 kits for $10. So I'm going to switch over so you can see my phone screen. This is my page and what it looks like. I'm just going to scroll down so you can see there's a welcome post. Be sure to read that post. It has all the information you need about how to navigate my Patreon, how to access the digital kits there, how to find things, all that kind of stuff. And then you can see I've got sneak peeks of journals that I've made and all that kind of stuff. My patrons get first access to my creations, and there's a journaling course I've got coming up next month. Now here's where there's tabs. Yesterday morning I went through every single post and edited the tabs or the tags so that it went from over 200 to under 30 tags now. So if you need to navigate to anything, if you want to see videos of my face, just click face. If you want to get all the freebies, click freebie. If you want to click get all the printables, you can see there's 100 printables that you can have access to. There's 202 sneak peeks. If you click the Etsy tab right here, the mixed vintage French ephemera kit comes up because that was the latest kit that I put out on my Etsy for October. Going back in time, scrolling up, there's the one for September. If you would like to make the vintage French journal that we are doing together on my channel, that's where they all are. There's the Etsy kit for July, and so on and so on. If you just keep scrolling, you can see all the Etsy kits. Now all you do to download them is click the link. So here's the link here, download it, and it will come up. This one is a PDF. Some of them come up as JPEGs or Word documents, and then all you need to do for this one is print because it's already been formatted for you. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you over in the Patreon zone. Thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in September. I could not do this without you, so thank you so much for allowing me to create and share videos for yet another month. If you'd like to become a patron in October, the link will be below in the description box. That's where you get access to behind the scenes looks, sneak peeks, first access to my journals. At the Ruby level, you get all printables from my Etsy shop. Emerald level, you get extra printables, and then there are some mail tiers as well. I'm also running my courses, my journaling courses again in October, so feel free to sign up for any of those. Just send me an email and check all the links in the description box below for ways to contact me and be part of the world of Willow Bound Journals.